Hey everyone, it's DKGM, and I am unreasonably hyped for Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. For one, I was and still am a big Nickelodeon fan. Two, I love platform fighters like Smash Bros, obviously, and not to mention the fact that it has GameCube controller support, wave dashing, and freaking rollback netcode. I also really liked playing the Super Brawl games when I was younger, and the game gives me hope because it's being made by the Slap City developers. So today, I wanted to give my predictions on who I think should show up in Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl before the final roster gets revealed. So without further ado, let's get started. First, I'm going to go over the characters that were already confirmed in the initial reveal trailer. We have SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy from SpongeBob SquarePants, Leonardo and Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Lincoln and Lucy Loud from The Loud House, Danny Phantom, Reptar from the Rugrats, Helga from Hey Arnold, Powder Toast Man from Ren and Stimpy, Zim from Invader Zim, Nigel Thornberry from The Wild Thornberrys, and Oblina from Real Monsters. And that's already a good roster in my opinion. Nickelodeon did upload the box art, but all the characters are silhouettes, most likely to avoid spoilers for the unrevealed characters. The characters that most people are able to make out are Aang and Korra from Avatar, Ren and Stimpy, and CatDog. Ren and Stimpy in this game should be a duo character in my opinion. I definitely think these characters make sense because Avatar is huge, especially with it being brought back to the light recently with it being on Netflix and such. We already have Powder Toast Man, so it would be weird without Ren and Stimpy there as well. And we also have CatDog, a big 90s cartoon. So I definitely think there will be more characters that we don't know about at all that could show up in the game, of which there aren't many. First off, Squidward. SpongeBob is obviously Nickelodeon's biggest cartoon, and you'll see why it would be weird to only have 3 SpongeBob characters, and the next biggest character is definitely Squidward. You could make an argument with either Mr. Krabs or Plankton, but I think Squidward would be awesome. Next, we have the other 2 turtles that haven't been confirmed yet, Raphael and Donatello. I feel like it would be weird if we only had 2 turtles that made it in, and it would be even more weird if we were only missing 1. So I said screw it and added both so we can have all 4 turtles. Also, as a side note for the roster, I used the Turtles design from the newest show, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but we know that the Turtles designs will be based on the classic designs as shown by Leonardo and Michelangelo. Next is a character I was very shocked to not see in the trailer, and that's Timmy Turner from the Fairly OddParents. At first I thought it would be because Butch Hartman doesn't have a good relationship with Nickelodeon anymore, but we have Danny Phantom who was also made by Butch Hartman, so Timmy needs to be there as well, of course with Cosmo and Wanda. Next, we have Tommy from Rugrats. I can see why he hasn't been confirmed yet, and that's because Tommy's like 2 years old, and it'd be kind of weird to have someone like Danny Phantom beating up a literal toddler, but this is a cartoon fighting game, so I think it'd be fine. Finally, for our last new character, I'm gonna say Arnold from Hey Arnold. We already know that Helga will be in the game, so just like Tommy, it would be weird to not have the more recognizable face of the series out of all the characters. And I think Arnold has the best chance of showing up out of all the characters I said, so it's just a matter of time when we'll see him. So there we have it. That's 24 characters that I think could make it into Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. The characters with the green backgrounds are confirmed to be in, yellow means that they're pretty much confirmed by being on the box art, and red means unconfirmed and should happen. But I think this game is going to do pretty well, so we're doing DLC. I think the characters I picked are a good combo of shows that aren't already in the game and more characters to existing shows. First off, we have Jimmy Neutron. I was honestly worried about 2000s Nick shows not making it into this game. We have lots of 90s shows like Ren and Stimpy, Rugrats, and Hey Arnold, and new shows like SpongeBob and The Loud House. But seeing characters like Danny Phantom and Zim gives me hope for characters like Jimmy Neutron and Timmy in the base roster. Jimmy Neutron is one of the most iconic Nick shows of the 2000s, so I feel he'd be right at home here. Next, we have Angelica from Rugrats. Rugrats was by far Nick's most popular show before SpongeBob came out, and to only have 2 characters in my opinion would be kinda weird, so I thought of adding Angelica as well. Next, we have Plankton from SpongeBob. I don't think it's a stretch to say that we need a SpongeBob character in the DLC, and Plankton in my opinion is the best choice. I don't really know how Plankton would fight because in games like Super Brawl, he has controlled other people like robots, and he's played by himself, so it could be anything really. The next character is for sure the most obscure character in the DLC, but I think this character could have a chance, and that's Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot. Think of her as like a combination of Rob and Sonic, and I think she'd be a cool character, but I'm not really sure what she would do. Seeing characters like Powder Toast Man and Reptar before others like Ren and Stimpy and Tommy makes me think that we don't just need the biggest characters from each series, so that's why the next character is the Crimson Chin from the Fairly OddParents. He might play too similar to Powder Toast Man, but I think he would be a funny meme character like Powder Toast Man. Finally, our last character is Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life. I do think Rocco might make it into the base roster, but if not, he has to be in the DLC. He's pretty much the last big 90s cartoon that needs to be put in this game, aside from, I guess, Doug and Angry Beavers. Maybe if this game got a Season 2 DLC, they'd be in. And there we go, 24 base game characters plus 6 more DLC characters, and maybe even more in the future. But that's going to do it for this video though, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and what characters do you want to see in Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in another video.